What's up, guys? What's up? All right. Okay. You see what's going on here? No matter what kind of proof I provide to these people, it's never going to be enough because of who I am. It's never going to be enough. Katie don't care, okay? I want you all this messaging me and telling me, oh, Katie's starting to see these things. No, she's not. She's blind as a fucking bat, okay? She's blind. It's sad when my buddies and my partners and my team here can look at her and never seen her before, never know anything about her, and they're like, wait a minute, this woman here is fucking clueless. No longer, no longer, no longer do we have to do this. I'm not putting myself through it. I'm not putting you guys through it. It's not right. It's not right. No matter what proof I show, they're always going to say something that's not real. It's not, it's Photoshop, da 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 da, shit like that. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. All her lives tonight, we are striking. Simple as that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Lightning bolt in the chat if you can hear me. I'm sick of it, guys. I am sick of this, okay? I am sick of it. I'm doing good in my life. I'm progressing in my life. Danny Butler didn't know he was on YouTube, is what I'm hearing. Angelo may be in trouble for that, but they don't care about people. They just want to smash people, degrade people, and have law enforcement pretty much use them to their advantage to smash people. That's wrong. That's wrong. Katie is in on it too. Exactly. I can't wait till her channel goes down. Says I'll miss her. I ain't gonna miss her. I found out what kind of fake ass woman she was. I had to find out the hard way, but I found out. You don't do people that way. You don't do people that way. I'm not that way. Sorry. I'm not that way. I'm not that way at all. I told you all to check it twice, cut it once. I mean every fucking word I say from here on out. If someone's doing something, you time them out. If they're stupid from that other fucked up community, you block them. Simple as that. I'm serious. I went to Frankfurt last week. I was in Frankfurt last week. And I'm telling you right now, I am one who helped do what's being done right now for child abuse in the state of Kentucky. Never before had been done until I start doing this shit. I did it because I'm working on getting my pardon. I'm going to get that pardon. I will run for governor, in which I will win. Katie was over there. You call him. You call him. You call Danny. Why? So I can put him on the internet and ruin his privacy? If I see you all in other chats speaking ill towards anything we do, I will block you. That is not Mags from Harlan. From now on, any vile natured creature that comes in here and acts stupid It's zero tolerance. Zero tolerance, okay? If we're going to be a family, we're going to be a family. If we're going to be good to each other, we're going to be good to each other. There's none of this backstabbing stuff that's going to happen here, okay? Everyone has a chance and deserves a chance. I don't know if you're familiar with it. The Bible, something Katie should know something about. The story of Samson. Think about it. Think about it. The Philistines. Think about it. What happened? What happened with them? Think about what happened. Think about what happened. They caught him out alone one day. They caught him out alone in the forest. He didn't have none of his weapons. No weapons. There were 1,000 of them. 1,000 of them. He could have easily surrendered. He could have easily surrendered. Samson could have easily surrendered, right? He didn't. What did he do? He didn't have no weapons. What did God provide for him? A jawbone of an ass. That's a donkey, folks. And he took that jawbone and he slay 1,000 of them. What I want you to go out there and do is slay from here on out. I'm tired. I know you're tired. We don't have to take this stuff from these people. Do you understand that? We are not out here breaking the law. We are not out here hurting people. We are not out here harming people. We're doing what we need to do. We're a little community of our own. From now on, those walls will be placed up. And to get inside those walls, they will be vetted. What I'm going to do, I can't do it by myself, guys. I can't. I'm just telling you right now. I can handle my stuff by myself. But what I want to do and what I see, I can't. He is blocked. Mopar's blocked. I'm sick of it, guys. You owe Angel Eyes an apology. You didn't check it twice. I never said her name. I never said her name. I didn't. I never said her name. I said somebody left. Somebody left the group. Somebody left both chats. They did. I never said their name. I've got this. So, one thing I don't understand is since I don't know somebody and it's a professional deal, then why in the hell that who I am and what I did right here, this is me. Why is Danny Butler, the U.S. Marshal Defensive Tactics Instruction, giving me an endorsement for that skill? Why? Answer that. That's what I fucking want to know is why. If I'm all this bad person and never done this or that, why the hell you giving me an endorsement for? Why do you give me an endorsement? Why do you give me an endorsement? Why? Is it because of that? U.S. Marshal Defensive Tactics Trainer? Is it because of that? You see that picture? Who the fuck is that in that picture? Who the fuck is that in that picture? Is that me? Is that me in that photo? That's in 06 and 07. What does that say on my chest? As far as I know, that's me, ain't it? That's me right there. What does that patch say? What does that patch say on my chest there? What is that crest? That's a U.S. Marshals Defensive Tactics Instructions. It's a seminar. Come and arrest me now if I ain't that. Come and arrest me now because I was that. I've already been proven by the Department of Homeland, the FBI, and oh my God, the TBI. Arrest me now. That's me. That's Danny Butler. That's Dan Butler. That's Danny Butler. Defensive Tactics Instruction. What does that say? Defensive. What does that say? What the hell does that say on there? What does that say? Here, let's get this closer. Why is Danny's name blocked out in the screenshot? Because for privacy issues. For privacy issues, we blocked it out. Let me ask you a question. Here's a closer look. Here, fucking viper. I can't wait. I can't wait. What does that say? Defensive tactics. What does that say right there? Defensive tactics instruction. Danny Butler. Danny Butler. Danny Butler. That Danny Butler. That Danny Butler. Fucking ignorant. Sick of this shit, man. Sick of it. I don't even care no more. I don't want to be that no more. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that ever again. I like who I am now. It's ridiculous. I got bigger and better things to do with my life. I'm working now. I'm helping myself out. I'm going to make something out of myself. Fuck what I've done in the past. I'm going to do more in the future. And none of these idiotic YouTubers can stop me. Fact. We will take Brad's channel. We will take Katie's channel. We will take Mama T's channel. We will take Archive Live's channel. We will take Ghost channel. We will take Viper's channel. Fact. I'm done with this shit. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Thank you, China. Look, you and I have had we've had our fucking arguments and everything. We went up and down. I do appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot, China. It really does. Sad. So sad. Katie is co-signing. When Angelo and Jameson was on panel with each other, and he said, "Oh, so you're ratting on child predators? You're a rat because you." That right there gave it away. If you couldn't see that Angelo himself was pretty much giving himself away, then look, I don't want no part of it. I want no part of that shit. What Kentucky says Angelo's doing right now, what Angelo's doing is stalking. He's stalking is what he's doing. He's not allowed to do that. And by him doing what he's doing with his dirty deeds behind the scenes, watch what happens to him. Watch what happens. It's going to come back on him. It sure will. You can't do people wrong in this life and expect to get by with it. It don't work like that. But Katie won't report on that. Katie's too good to report on that. You know what? It's one of her own is why. It's one of her own. She knows nothing. And that's sad. She could be somebody, but she'll never be that person. She'll never be that person. She knows nothing. So I think if we take one of her channels, it will send her a message real quick like to show her. It will show her real quick like that we do mean business. You're not going to sit and do me that way. That goes for you too, Brad. I'm working with Lowell. I'm working with Lowell right now on getting you out of the city. Fact. If you don't believe me, call and ask them. I will not be going back to Katie. No, I will not. I thought for once that she actually had a brain in her head, but I did know, and I should have. I should have just understood that in facts and reality, she's in California. It's so hot there. It's melted. It's melted. She's melted. She has no brain. It's melted. Something happened. Screwed up. Exactly. That's what they say. When you try to stick up for me, you're having sex with me. That's exactly what they say. Exactly. Then help me, people. I'll do what I need to do. I'll do what I need to do. Help me. We all have it against them. We all have it against them. Help me. I'll do what I need to do. It's sick, guys. It's sick. It's so sick. And it's sad at the same time. Do what we need to do, and we'll win. It's as simple as that. For me, I'm going to continue my education, my certification. I've got a meeting with the college today, a phone call conference with the college, and I'm going to do just that. That's why I'm going to cut this live pretty short. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to cut this live short. Thank you. What Tina and what Debbie have done to me by accusing me of what they've accused me of, they will pay for that. I promise you that. They will pay for that. There is no proof of anything, and they have tarnished my life and destroyed it. They will pay for that. Now, anybody have any questions, Tina? I know you're watching, and I'll tell you if you want to come up here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do to you. I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do. Go ahead and get Shannon 681 out of here. Get Shannon 681. I hate her. I can't stand her. Get her out of here. Then go to your local law enforcement office, Charlie. Everybody that's been affected by Angelo, go to your local law enforcement and tell them he's threatening you on the internet. That's all you have to do. That's it. Beloved Ghost, then go to local law enforcement. Call them and they'll come out there and they'll make a report there. Randomly Ash, I fucking hate you. You're a backstabbing hoe, okay? Get out of here. Get out of here. Act nice to me while I'm in jail and then behind my back say all that pitiful bullshit. Fuck you and your family. I wish nothing but the best for you through fucking Christmas. Fuck you. Get out of here. You ain't shit, girl. Go eat your cheeseburgers. Go send more nudes to the other guys. I don't want shit from you. Don't want nothing from her. I hope she gets ate alive and not the kind of eating she likes. I have had the police report for years. Any call to 911 is priority. I hope he does. I hope he does. I hope he does. Danny Butler didn't know he was on YouTube. I bet he's bad about that now. Viper could get in trouble for that. And that's what we're trying to do right now. Danny didn't know he was on YouTube. No, that's what Viper does. That's Viper's mistake. That's where that's where we're going to capture him at. Is that mistake? Anybody that comes in here and acts stupid after they've been in over there another live somewhere talking shit about us will be automatically blocked. I don't give a damn if they come with Christmas gifts in their fucking hands. I don't care if they're dressed like Santa Claus or Miss Santa Claus and they have milk and cookies. They're blocked automatically. I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm sure you don't. Maggie Mag, sometimes you wish you was in the USA. It's a doozy. It's a doozy. Now, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Then you got to do something about it. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking up and doing what I need to do. Everybody needs to do the same thing. And then you put it into a mob mentality because that's what it is. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. We're not going live tonight. We will be going to Lisa K Has Nothing to Say. There's a reason why. There's a reason why. We're going to do an interview with Lisa K. We're going to do an interview with Lisa K. Or she's going to do an interview with me. Let's just say that. But we're going to participate. I told her to ask any question she wants. She's more than welcome to ask a question. So I guess that's at 9 o'clock. Can somebody check and see if that's 9 o'clock? Is that at 9 o'clock? Hold on one second. Tell Lisa if she wants to interview, she'll change that fucking wallpaper picture. She'll change the wallpaper picture if she wants to internet or interview. Tell somebody I wouldn't do her panel, but I'm going to. I promise. I understand that face. I understand that face behind the voice. Tell her to change that ridiculous image. I'm not going to be made a fool out of. She can change that image if she wants to interview. If it's not changed by the time we start, then I won't be doing it. It's simple as that. She has all day to change it. She can change that damn ridiculous thumbnail. Thank you. I appreciate that. If she don't, I'm not doing an interview. I'm not doing it. If she don't change it and it's not done by 9 o'clock, we'll go live at 9 o'clock and we'll do our own thing. Now, that's what we're doing. So somebody tell her that. She can, whatever you want to do. I know we're a joke to her. We're not going to be a joke to nobody else. Because those channels I mentioned, we're going to do our damnedest to take them. It's just sad, Terry. It's sad that I can prove this. I can prove this. But nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to do anything. Nobody cares. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about the truth. They don't give a shit about it. He gave me an endorsement right here. Defensive tactics. What does that say there? Defensive tactics. Who the fuck is that? That's me. U.S. Marshals with the U.S. Marshal stuff. That's me. So fuck them. And I mean that. Fuck them. Did I claim to be a U.S. Marshal? No, I never. Was I a trainer in the defensive tactics? Yes, I was. Thank you. I've still got the shirt. I've still got the tactical shirt. I still got the damn thing. I had two of them, actually. I'm sick of it, guys. I'm really sick of it. I've got other things to do, but waste my time? I'm sick of it. And I'm not doing nothing else for free. I'm not doing this shit again for free. I'm not. I'm not. This is the last interview I'm doing on anybody else's panel for free. Fact. Unless it's Rabbit. Unless it's Rabbit. If Rabbit wants to do an interview or Matthew, if Matthew wants to do an interview, I owe him one. I'm not doing this shit anymore. Katie don't want to hear the truth about anything because her friend 303 is a child abuser. Fact. Charlie, it's okay with you too. You all are here with me. They are making money off me and calling me a scammer. I'm going to put an end to it. But my big thing is, in the end, when I start pressing these charges and doing what I need to do, I'm going to sue YouTube. I'm going to sue YouTube because YouTube don't do nothing about it. And I will win. I will win. Mark it down. Why was I in Frankfurt? Why was I in Frankfurt for it? Now this is all happening. Because I'm making a change. I'm making a change. I'm doing what needs to be done. Mr. Butler took a damn pic in a shirt you see him. So what's just saying? Ernie, just stop saying you're doing shit. You aren't doing shit. Please just block me. I'm going to block you, Miss Mayor. But first off, I'm going to take your all's channel. I'm taking your all's channel. So this is him in a shirt that I sent him, okay? A shirt that I sent him. Then why the fuck would he say this for, you dumbass? Why the fuck would he say this for? Why did he say this for? It's a different time. Why would he say this for, Margaret? Answer the fucking question. You're about stupid. You're about the most stupidest person ever. You're stupid. You're ignorant. Let me ask you a question, Margaret. Do not block her. Why did he give me that endorsement for? Who is that there, Margaret? What does that say, Margaret? Go call the fucking cops, Margaret. You fucking dumbass. You're fucking so stupid. No wonder. No wonder you never made it out of Harlan, Kentucky. Think about it. What you got to say, Miss Butler? Miss Margaret? The fuck? Fucking ignorant people, buddy. They're fucking ignorant. Stupid. I'm going to. Do it. Do it, Markella. Go to law enforcement. But make sure you don't start with them first. Exactly. They have to. Why do you think my name's in every single one of Brad's fucking. You're a CI? You're a CI like Brad. You're just like Brad yesterday. You went down to Brad's to talk about who y'all going to rat on. Fact. Brad, everybody in Harlan knows he's a CI. Goodbye, Donna. Thank God. I was waiting for that fucking low-life coupon-looking thing. I was waiting to block her. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Ignorant people, buddy. Fucking ignorant, son. Ignorant. She supports cop calling. Yeah. Ignorant, buddy. Stupid. Stupid people. Stupid. I'm going to go to Harlan, Kentucky tomorrow. I'm going to be in Harlan, Kentucky tomorrow. And we're pretty much going to find out. We're pretty much going to find out what people really think about Brad Enlow. And then I'm going to write a list down. And I'm going to tell you some of the good stuff on him. I heard what you called me, Margaret. I have nothing for you, okay? Nothing for you. Nothing for you. And you're a child abuser, Bird. Fact. I'm going to spill the beans on him. I'm going to have people, and I'm going to have them say what they want to about Brad. They're going to find out who Brad is. He's a fucking rat and a CI is what he is. He's a fucking CI. If you don't believe me, you want to talk to one of the police officers, we can do that. You're all about calling the cops. Margaret, you hang with Brad. You're a cop caller. Here, come up. Come up. I can put this off. I can put my school off. Come up, Margaret. Tell me when you ain't. Tell me when you ain't. I heard what you said about me, how nasty and vulgar you are. I'm supposed to be your friend. Fuck you. I would never do you that way. Never in a million years do you that way. But by God, you made sure you did me that way. Even in jail. You made sure when I was in jail in September of 24, put that awful, horrible shit about me. You know what? I've already got it worked out. If I whip Brad in the city of Lowell, you think the city's going to arrest me? They'll fucking thank me. If I was to drag Brad out of his house and whip him in the middle of the road and whip him real good, you think the city of Lowell is going to fucking arrest me? I doubt it. They probably thank me. If I was to do that. If I was to do that. The link's in the chat, Margaret. I really don't want to even fool with you, tell you the truth. I mean, 1 minute you're this, 1 minute you're that. Like I said, come on up here and talk to me, or you're a coward. I think you're a coward, Margaret. You're a coward. You run out of breath or something? Is that what it is? You turned out to be a fake ass person, a fake ass friend? That's sad. Used to be my best friend. That's so sad. Run your mouth while I was in jail. You don't talk about nobody behind their back either, do you? But by God, you do. You do. You run your mouth behind people's back when they're in jail, when they can't defend themselves. You all call whatever the fuck y'all want to call. I have nothing to hide. No, it wasn't about the HIV. It's about how that lady, about the lady, a girl. You fucking liar. You tagged Chip and Tanya both in it. You lying motherfucker. You're a fucking full of shit. Lisa S. Look at your eyeball. No wonder you hide half your eye. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Go do something with your face. Get some special effects makeup for Halloween or something. But wear it all year long. Thank you. I appreciate it. We got it. We got a trick for him. Damn, come in. Don't say nothing. Because we use code names. We used code names at that time. In operations, we don't use their real names. But they're going to exploit that. Exactly, Raylan. Thank you. People have a right to say what they want to. She never says vile stuff. Leave Chica alone. I'm going to. That's what they told me to do. Margaret, I already admitted to what I did. If you got anything else, if you ain't got nothing else, take the link. Somebody take the link. You're wasting my time. You're wasting my time. You're wasting my time. Take the link. Hello, John.
Hey, how you doing? My name's not John. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing? You guys were saying to take the link, so I just took the link.
Good deal.
Yeah, what's up? Just to make sure, what's the topic? I just joined you.
Well, the topic is really nothing. We're just kind of talking, having fun.
Oh, okay. What do you guys normally talk about? Is it like a particular topic or no?
Child predator prevention.
Ah, okay. Well, you want to have a little debate on that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Now listen, before we get into this, because I'm going to take a guess what's going to happen. I'm not saying you're going to do this. I'm just guessing. One of these things is going to happen. You're either going to get angry at me, insult me, or assume something bad about me and then hang up on me. That's my guess.
No.
All right, let's find out. Okay. Do you believe? Obviously, it's wrong to be with a child. Rape is wrong. Molestation is wrong. Child abuse is wrong. I'm not disputing any of that stuff. Do you, when you see the news stories about how all these guys are getting caught with these underage girls, do you ever ask yourself how come in the majority of these cases it's mostly guys?
Yes, and it's very rarely females.
Right. What's your answer?
Well, the thing about it is, if you look at the percentage rate, even in the convicted, if you even look at convicted, you got a point there. It's like 87% guys.
Right. But I'm not just talking about who they prosecute and convict and find guilty. Then I'm talking about who they catch. Why? In other words, why are most of the stories guys going after girls? Like in most other topics in life.
Because the media paints men as a beast.
No, but they're not making up the guys. There's actual guys doing it.
Right.
Oh, they're not.
What do you mean?
Like what I'm saying is, like, let's say you turn on anything you trust, any media you trust, newspaper, radio, movies, whatever.
Right.
Whenever you hear a story a local guy today was caught having sex with one of his students, or child abuse happened, or molestation happened, whatever, anything that happens. Why is it mostly guys trying to do these things? Why not girls?
Well, it's the way they portray men too, as well. You know, most men. I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of people out there who are not guilty of it, who are not guilty at all.
I agree.
I'll be the first one to say that.
I agree. But my question is not like just so there's no misunderstanding. I'm not talking about innocents being found guilty. That we all agree, innocent guys get found guilty. And I'm not talking about how the media is unfair. The media is very unfair. I'm agreeing with that too. I'm talking about when the actual people are doing those things, the legit cases. Why are most of them guys?
I mean, that makes plenty of sense, and that makes a lot of sense.
Really?
Because the majority of it, you know, well, men has testosterone.
Right. So then, if they're doing it because of testosterone, and they're doing it year after year after year, century after century after century, how many guys need to do it for you to say maybe it's normal?
But the fact of the matter is, it's not normal to a person who looks at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
They have a different kind of mindset. Do you agree?
No, I don't know. The reason I say that is because I can't go by my beliefs or guesses or opinions or assumptions. I have to go by what's actually factually true. Like I know most guys are straight. Would you agree with that?
To a percentage.
Right. Yeah. No, most guys, not all guys. Most guys are heterosexual, right? They're straight.
Okay.
Right? And most guys are not going to say, I want to marry a 100-year-old girl. They're going to want someone young and beautiful, right?
Right.
Okay. So then, if most guys are straight and most guys want a regular, young, beautiful girl, and you see centuries and centuries and centuries of guys basically drooling over girls, at what point do you say they're normal? I'm not saying they're normal. I'm just asking a question.
Well, here's the thing. When you say young, then if you go back into history, yes, people married at young ages, but they was also young. It's hardly you ever seen someone, you know, 50 years old marrying an underage child, or even 40-year-old, because they stay with their own ages pretty much. Now, when they was young, both got married, but you hardly see that big of an age gap.
Well, there's many problems with that argument. But just to keep it simple, because so far things are going good, and I'm always just waiting for you to hang up and get mad. But so far you haven't, which I appreciate it. So
No, I'm not gonna get mad. I'm talking with you, just like talking.
I appreciate it. So far so good. But there are many problems with that. I don't want to bore the audience. Like how many points should I give you? Because there's a lot of problems with that argument.
There's a lot of things you can argue at, but the thing about it is, the reason more men than there are women is because it's a natural. It's kind of a natural sex thing. It's a ratio at birth, pretty much, is what it is.
I agree. I'm 100% with you. So see, I'm fascinated by a guy like you because you're not one of those guys who just says, hey, they're all stupid, they're all sick, there's something wrong with them, they're in a mental institution. You're saying it's that natural thing. But Mike, what I don't get about a guy like you is, you know, as a straight guy, it's natural, but then you condemn them for being natural.
I know not to mess with kids.
I do too. But if they're kids, then it wouldn't be natural.
No, never.
Right. But so if you say it's natural, then you can't say they're kids. If you say they're kids, you can't say it's natural.
If it's two kids, like back in the old days, it usually was they married young. Do you agree on that?
I agree with half of that. I agree a lot of girls married young. I don't agree that all the guys married young. In fact, if a guy, let's take America, if he was a Christian guy who had a farm and he was just coming up on the docks, he couldn't just say, okay, I'm 15, I'm ready to provide for this girl and have 14 kids. They had to be able to provide. No father would say, I'm going to let my daughter marry this guy who has no money, no education, no farm, no nothing.
Well, you get into the, okay, so what you're saying is biological, pretty much what men have that women don't have, pretty much. And that is testosterone. Testosterone.
I'm saying more than
Testosterone can give you look. More men are sexually inclined. Okay, you agree on that?
maybe.
Men think about sex more than women.
Oh,
Correct?
I see. Yes, that's true. Yes.
Now, with that being said, men's minds can go further in depth with that. Okay.
Right.
Now,
I agree.
when you get with most studies show that when you talk to people that are not straight, like say, like most child predators are what? Do you believe they're gay?
No, I have no reason to believe that. No.
Then what would you say the percentage is of gay child predators?
Gay child predators?
Yeah.
I would say would have to be a minority percentage. That's my guess.
Like what?
I would only be guessing. I have no idea.
Just guess.
All right. I mean, I'll throw a number. Remember, I'm not saying it's true. If I had a guess of the gay guy population, how many of them want to have sex with prepubescent children? I would say what, 20%?
So you say 20%.
Probably less, but I'm just guessing. I have no idea. And by the
So
way, can we define children? When you say children, how do you define a child?
Well, a child. Let's just say a child under the age of 18.
Okay.
Even
so
though we know 16, even if we know 16 is sexual consent.
And so if that's by the way, I really respect that you actually know the laws. A lot of people don't actually know that. You do. Most people think in their head it's 18. I don't know where they got that from. But you're right. In most of America, and actually most of the world, it's 16. But if that's a child, let's say I grant you that's a child, then by your logic, anyone attracted to that child would be wrong. So all the guys in high school are predators.
That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying by that logic. Like if someone who's under 18 is a child and someone who goes after that person is a predator, then all the guys who are straight.
Well, in high school, well, no, because all the guys in high school are going to be 18 and under.
So then your definition of predator is not that whoever goes after that child. Your definition is how big the age gap is.
Exactly. 4
Okay,
years. Usually
so-
in national, the national gap is 4 years.
Meaning for the average marriage age, or what do you mean?
No, I'm talking about like if. Okay, so the law looks at it differently. There's a few things that the law looks at. Say if a person's 15 years old and they're dating somebody that's 17 years old, and they are already dating each other, right?
Right.
And then the person turns 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
And say the girl is still 50
Right.
and they're still dating. How does the law look at that? See if you know.
It depends on the state, but the problem with the question is this: that law, which you're right, the Romeo and Juliet laws, you are right about that, but even those laws contradict themselves. For example, in the state of Texas, you're actually allowed to have sex with a 17-year-old girl, and there was a guy who had a girlfriend who was 17, and they didn't even have sex. But what happened was the girl sent him a naked picture, and that's pornography, child pornography. So they didn't have sex, and they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and no one was a victim, but he got in trouble anyway because of that. So these laws are a little bit misleading.
I think I know that case.
Yeah, and actually there was another case where a female teacher, now this is a female teacher now, she had sex with a guy who, by the way, if you look at him, there's no way you would think he was a child. He had a beard, he was a 6'2" football player, a wrestler, big muscles, hairy arms, but he was a child in the state, and they had sex, and she got prosecuted, and everyone called her a predator, a pedophile, a child abuser, a molester. She went to jail, and when she got out of jail, they got married.
Okay.
So the point is, these labels, when you put these labels on these guys, some of these guys deserve the labels. They are molesters and abusers and rapists and horrible people. But the problem is, you're mixing in those horrible guys with the normal guys. In other words, there is a difference between a regular guy who's with a 17-year-old girl versus a regular guy who's with a 4-year-old girl. They're not the same at all.
No, it's the age gap.
But see, that's a definition you made up. There's no such thing as predator equals age gap. In other words,
Not
if I
not
were-
legally, but morally. See, there's the thing too. Look, when you go back to the way our laws are made, we go back to Bible, correct? A lot of it.
it depends on what part of the world and state, bro. I get your point.
Right. Law of the land, law of the land. The Bible talks about the law of the land.
Mhm.
So when you look at child predators, so when I think of a child predator, okay,
Mhm.
let me ask you this first. When you
Sure.
think of child predator, what comes to your mind?
I'll have my definition, and I'll tell you in a second. But can I ask you, if I give you my definition, it's not going to prove I'm right or wrong. I'm just giving you my belief. Shouldn't we
But I
stick?
know what you're going to say already.
Okay, so shouldn't we stick to scientific facts?
But I already know what you're getting at. That's what I'm trying to say. I already know what you're getting at already ahead of time.
Okay,
But
which is-
we can stick to scientific facts. But give me your definition of child predator. Or
Yeah,
when I say child predator, what comes to your mind?
I would say a predator is someone like, let's say there was a girl in elementary school, an actual child, physically a child, mentally a child, can't make decisions, and he was outside saying, "Hey, little girl, I got some candy. Would you like to come in?" And then just like stalks her, preys on her. Preying on her is actual predator. If we went by your definition, then any guy, even if he's in high school, is a predator.
How is he a predator in him in high school?
Because if you said, again, if you're saying anyone under 18 is a child, if that's your definition, I'll even grant you that. Let's say I agree with you that they're all children. They physically look like children. They're mentally children. They play with Barbie dolls and Tonka trucks. They're children. And this means no one should be attracted to them. And guys in high school and college are attracted to them. So by your logic, they're all predators. In other words,
Okay. So if you're saying guys in college and high school kids, yes, that's wrong. That's wrong. If they're under 18, and the guys in college is over 18, yes, that's wrong.
Then
That's wrong. But here's the thing.
If you say it's wrong, then you can't say it's normal.
But here's the thing. It's wrong.
But why is it wrong? Because you said it was normal.
No, it's not normal. It's not. For me, it wouldn't be normal. Look, for me, and the way I look at it, it's not normal. I like older women.
I like older women too. But that doesn't mean just because you like older women, you can only like older women. And I'm pretty sure.
No. For me, I won't date a girl unless she's 22 years old.
But that's not.
That's my limit right there. 22.
But that's a different
and I'm 40.
argument.
And I'm 45 years old.
But that's a different argument. Your preferences of choices of dating and marriage and who you want to get to know has nothing to do with your God-given natural attraction to women. In other words, I could say to you, I don't like any woman under 21. I prefer someone my age. I prefer someone who's Asian, white, black, or whatever. That doesn't mean that's the way to go. You have to go by what's normal.
When I look for me, when I look at a woman, let me tell you this.
Right.
When I look at a woman, say that she's underage, okay?
Which you can't tell all the time.
Say that she's underage.
Which you can't tell all the time.
You can't tell all the time, right? Correctly. Now, is it a fact that most guys look out here before they know and they see women that could be underage and they say, "Oh my God, they're hot," but then somebody say, "Oh, wait a minute, she's underage."
Right.
Then that hotness turns off. Okay, we have that ability to turn that off. Is that correct?
No, that's not true. When you were attracted to someone,
no. That's the difference between a predator mindset and a normal mindset.
Are you saying I'm a predator?
I'm not. I don't know who you are.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if you're saying that, let's say there was a guy who can easily just find out every time he's walking by, he went to a party, he went to a mall, he went to a movie theater, whatever, and beautiful girls walk by, and somehow he would have known she's 18, she's not. Let's say there was that magical guy who could figure everything out. You're saying to me that if he sees a beautiful girl and he finds out she's under 18, he's going to say, you know what? All of a sudden, I'm not attracted to her anymore. That doesn't make any sense. In fact, if you check out statistics, one of the most popular pornography categories is teenage porn, babysitter porn, cheerleader porn, and all these other teenage
and daddy porn and all that, father-son porn, all that shit too as well up in there.
You know about it. I give you credit.
I've studied everything you can with child predators. Yes,
you're very good. So then I got to ask the question: if they turn that light switch off, as you say, why would those categories be in the millions and billions? Because clearly they're not turning it off. Clearly.
Because we don't know what people do behind closed doors.
Exactly, but they're not turning it
For
off.
me, I don't look at underage shit. I don't look at. For me, that stuff don't exist. Okay, like if I'm looking at a beautiful woman and I want to watch a woman have sex with somebody or whatever, it's not going to be no underage person doing it.
Let's say I believe you, and respectfully, I can't just people say all kinds of things when they're on air, and then like you said, we don't know what they're doing in their bedroom. We don't know. But let's say I believe you that you are only attracted to girls that you say you're attracted to. How would you even know when you pass by beautiful girls? There's no way as a guy you can say, I know her age and now I'm not attracted to her. It cannot happen.
But do I act on that impulse?
And that's a different topic though.
No, that's the same. That's the same, because if you act on it, then you are. You are who you look. It's what is in your heart. As in Proverbs 23:7. I don't know if you know it. As he thinketh in his heart, as is he. If I think of my heart that I'm a child predator and then I want these little kids, then that's who I am. If I want somebody else that's overage, then that's who I am.
If you talk about God and religion, I can assure you there is no religion in the world, including Christianity, that says these two things. One, girls become women when they turn 18, and two, a guy should only like a girl 18 and over. It does not happen.
Well, if you go so far as that and believe, but it also says in the Bible the laws of the land. Now, if you no, yes, it does. It says men shall go by the laws of the land. It says that in the Bible. Now listen.
No, I didn't say no. You misheard me. I didn't say you're wrong. I was going to say
right. I understand that, but listen. In the Bible, it also talks about the calendar days. They're different from our calendar. It's different from our calendar. What when you say age, it may be different. People back then lived to be 400, 500, 600 years old. Think about that.
Yeah, but let's go one at a time here. It's hard to address a million points at once. One at a time here. So when you say the Bible says this about the law of the land, as an American, I don't even have to tell you this. As an American, just because something is a law or not a law doesn't mean they're right. And I know you can think of a million examples. I don't have to give you examples. Unless I don't want to assume things. Are you saying
no. Some laws you're right. Some laws are made for different reasons, for gain. Then
you contradicted yourself. You said about the law of the land in the Bible.
No, I'm talking about the Bible says we shall be, we have to go by the law of the land.
Right. In other words,
am I saying it's right? Am I saying it's right? All laws? No. But here's the thing. When you gave me the example a while ago, if I look at a woman and she's underage, I'm not turned on by that woman, okay?
But I can't. Okay, how about, let me ask you a question. Think of something that you love in a woman. I'm not going to give you an example. I want you to think in your head, whatever you like, height, breast size, hair color, whatever you like. Think of your beautiful, perfect diamond girl. If there was a girl who had that quality, but she was just 1 year under 18, you can't say to me, oh, all of a sudden I'm not attracted to her. It doesn't make any sense. It's the same girl.
There's a difference.
You believe that. And I think what you're doing is a very dangerous thing of mixing in bad guys with normal guys. And that's why a lot of innocent people go to jail. You can't go by your beliefs.
Well, but here's the thing. It don't matter what you do. You can't make it right. You can't make that you're liking little girls right. No matter what you try to do, you can't do that.
I agree. And that's why I'm not making the point about little girls. See, you're acting like they're all little children. They're not. You were in high school. You remember they didn't all look or act like little children in high school. Kindergarten is not the same as a senior cheerleader who's going to the prom.
I tell you what. I tell you what I got to do. I've got a phone call conference. I got to do at 4:00. I got 1 minute to get there. Let's continue this tonight. Can we do that?
Yeah, sure. And I want to thank you, by the way. You are one of the few hosts who did not insult me.
We will continue this tonight.
Right. But I will ask a question. I'm going to take a guess based on what you've said and asked me. You probably are assuming some negative things about me then, right?
No, I'm getting where you're going at. Okay.
So
and I know what you're trying. I already know what you're trying to do. I've had people try to do me this way before. And now, am I going to rationalize it and make it saying like, "Hey, I'm going to be rational with you. I'm going to be honest with you about my opinion. Of course, your opinion may be different. It's the way you act. It's the intent. The intent is everything. Okay. When we're doing these child predator busts, it's the intent that you go after. That's what you want.
I understand. Do I have time to follow up real quick with that, or do you have to go? Can I just follow up real quick?
Just go ahead.
Yeah. I haven't given you any opinions. I try not to debate people on opinions. If I do that, I might as well debate what's a better color, blue or green, and no one's going to be right or wrong. What I try to do when I debate people on serious topics, I stick to two things, only two things. One, what are the facts? And two, are you being consistent in your own take? That's it. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Hold on.
Yeah, so in the meantime, I want to thank you for at least having me on. I want to thank you for for being for the most part pretty nice. I want to thank you for not acting I want to thank you for basically giving me lots of time.
Well,
on your
okay, so I'm gonna give you an idea. I'm gonna give you an idea.
And I want to thank you for
Here in
inviting
a
me.
few, here in the next week, we've got an operation we're going to be working with. We're going to be doing it. We're going to be using we're going to be using a child predator
Mhm.
as a decoy, but it's a
Uh-huh.
real child predator
Okay.
because we're looking to bust a ring up. But I'm going to be interviewing this child predator, and you'll see the different qualities between someone like you would say them and then someone who is not. And then I want you to pay attention to that. But here,
I would be against anyone who rapes, molests, abuses, or does anything horrible to any child. All I'm saying to you is you are mixing in the horrible people with the normal people, and this is dangerous because you're going to have influence. You do influence people, and this is why societies think questionable things, and this is why innocent people go to jail.
let me ask you a question. How old are you, Mr. James?
What difference would that make?
Just give me a figure. It don't have to be real. Just close to your age. You could be 1 or 2 years off.
I have to know where you're going with this before I give you my information.
Well, okay. So you right now, you're going to get away with it. Nobody's ever going to find out. Would you screw a 16-year-old girl?
No, I wouldn't. No. But
Okay, good deal.
But let's say I said yes. What difference would that make?
It makes a lot of difference.
But that's because
Does a 16-year-old girl have a mindset of what a 21-year-old girl would
according
have?
According to you, the law of the land is the way to go, and we both acknowledge 16 is the law in most of America.
What about a 15-year-old?
But do you see, like, every time I address something,
but as you go lower in age, you lose that mentality. Okay, you lose that.
No, I know, but what I was saying to you is every time I address what you say, you go to a different topic. We never solve one topic at a time.
Okay, tonight we'll figure this out. Okay, when we come, I'll do a special live tonight.
All right.
If you want to come back, we'll do it about 10 o'clock. Or we'll do it about 11 o'clock. Is that cool?
11 o'clock. What's standard time?
11 o'clock Eastern time. What time is it there?
Oh, again, I want to give my time. I try not to give people my personal information. But I do think you probably did one of the things I predicted. I do think you were thinking some negative things about me then. Am I wrong?
Why are you automatically thinking negative things?
So I asked, am I wrong?
No, I'm not thinking nothing negative right now.
Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, but no, I support
Are you giving me leading questions? Yes, you are. But am I thinking anything of it? No, because I'm good at interrogation. I know what I'm doing.
What is that?
This is not my first rodeo.
What is that? Leading questions? What was that?
But go ahead.
No, I missed what you said. You said, am I giving you leading questions? What
are you putting me in situations that you're thinking I'm gonna go against my principles, and so you can say, hey, look, because that's what you did a while ago. But no, for me, I'm not a child predator.
Yeah, and neither am I. I do think, though, however, you believe what you believe so strongly that you will never accept other side of the information. And that's a sad thing, to be honest. It's very sad. The science is there.
My mind is open and clear. I don't cling to anything. I'm free.
I clearly, when you deny facts and you're not consistent, you're clearly not open-minded then. Do you remember a show called Married with Children?
I do.
Okay. Do you remember a character named Kelly Bundy?
I do.
Did you think she was beautiful?
When she was on TV?
Yeah.
There was a lot of men that did.
But I asked you, did you think she was beautiful?
No, I kind of liked the other guests and stuff.
Okay, but come on. But see, this is why respectfully, and I'm saying this respectfully now, I'm not trying to be mean. This is why I can't believe what you tell me, because I don't think you're willing to admit certain things.
No, was she pretty? Yes, she was pretty. But did I go after look after her like I wanted to have sex with her? No, I didn't.
No, but why? It can't be both. You can't say she's pretty, but I'm not interested. if she's
Here's
pretty,
your better example. Here's your better example. When Britney Spears started, she was underage, right?
She was 17. That's right.
Right. What did most men in America look at?
I saw it. And most men,
Most men. Most
meaning,
men.
like I remember I saw an old video on YouTube. They interviewed some guys on the street. She was on the cover of Rolling Stone, and they said, "Do you think this is appropriate?" And a lot of guys would say, "I don't know who she is. She's beautiful." And then they would say, "Oh, but she's under 17." That was the joke. And they go, "Oh, okay, wait. Oh yeah, she's not beautiful." Guys lie a lot. That's why I gave the example of pornography. A guy will tell you they don't like all these things and then go on pornography and play all those videos.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
But I can't believe you're different from most guys. You are a heterosexual, regular American straight guy. You can't be different from most guys.
I know more about it, and I've studied it. But look, we'll continue this tonight at 11. I got to go, guys.
Okay, all right. Thank you, man. Stay
Thank
safe.
you.
You're welcome. God bless. Take care.
So we'll continue this tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys. Much respect. I've got a lot of things I got to get done. I've got a conference meeting I got to be at right now. I've got a call, so be safe. Hopefully, wish everything's good for me today. Everything goes good. This is real big right here. Thank you, guys.